Now, newsman Dennis Daly presents his unique look at current events in another of his wide-ranging daily video blogs.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. As I watched the votes come in on Tuesday, I was reminded of another vote count, November 78. The vote would decide who would represent the Indiana 8th District. I was press secretary for Indiana incumbent Democrat David Cornwell. He had barely won 2 years earlier by less than 1%. David was a compromise and was the first congressman in years not to be from Evansville, the power center. He was a rural lawyer from Paoli, the other side of the district. He lost his bid for re-election when his opponent whipped him by 10 points. You know, the 8th District has always been a battleground. You can see how it's representing this boot part of Indiana. It has a nickname, the Bloody 8th. A series of hard-fought campaigns over the years, the Indiana 8th District congressional seat has been a revolving door. In 1932 and 66, there was no congressman for months while the votes were constantly recounted. In 85, the Speaker of the House wouldn't seat a new congressman until after a special recount in May. During the time I worked for Cornwell, our office was in the Longworth building. We were next to California Congressman Leo Ryan, who was shot to death on a fact-finding mission to the People's Temple in Guyana. I didn't want to go into work the next morning to face my friends next door. But my saddest moment came in January after the election. Cornwell and I had to show up for one final session. After it was gavelled to a close, we walked slowly back across Independence Avenue to our soon-to-be-closed offices. We happened to look back at the Capitol Dome just as the lights were turned out at the top, meaning Congress was no longer in session. I remember one day in the office, the clock started buzzing. Quorum call. All members report to the floor. I saw David drop everything and run for the elevator. But the bill they're considering has nothing to do with Indiana, I shouted to him as he ran out. He yelled back to me, "Everything that happens on the floor is my business." David Cornwell didn't get reelected because he was too conscientious. I'm Dennis Daly with your Daily News Update.